But not everyone gets to experience being a kid in the same way. Some kids around the world don't get clothed or fed, don't get to go to school, are forced to work, or are forced to fight. Basically, they never get the chance to just be a kid. But that right is one every young person around the world has, and it's being celebrated this week during National Children's Week. Let's see what it's all about.
My favourite thing about being a kid is that I don't have to work around the house.
My favourite thing about being a kid is being able to longboard every day.
You can be whoever you want to be and make lots of friends that you'll get for life.
Because you get to have more fun, whereas when you're an adult you have to be more responsible for stuff.
You get so many wonderful opportunities.
There are a lot of good points to being a kid in Australia. Here, most kids are given the chance to have fun, to learn, to eat and drink when they need, and to be safe. That's not an accident though. They are rights that you have been given especially. And they are rights that some kids in other parts of the world only dream of having. If you grew up in Uganda, there is a chance you would have been forced to fight in brutal wars. If you grew up in China, there is a chance you would have been forced to work in dangerous jobs. If you grew up in Ethiopia, there is a chance you would be forced to go without meals or proper clothing. If you grew up in Haiti, there is a chance you would have never had the opportunity to go to school. And even some kids in Australia are mistreated or miss out. But these situations are against what most people believe being a kid is all about. So much so that the United Nations, the most powerful group of countries in the world, has set up a rule book of what being a kid should be like. It's called the Convention on the Rights of the Child, and it lists everything you as a kid deserve no matter what. First up, let's see what's not in there.
Is there anything in there of every kid getting a PlayStation?
Unlucky.
What about every kid being able to eat ice cream for tea?
Not so much.
What about every kid being able to ditch their homework whenever they like?
Nuh-uh. Unfortunately, the rights of the child don't give you perks, but trust me, they're pretty powerful. If you didn't have the rights listed, you'd swap them for a PlayStation or ice cream any day. Here are a selection of the best. Looking for a collection of all your favourite rights in one place? Well, get yourself 100% Rights Volume 1. Featuring the hit single, You Have the Right to Play, and everyone's favourite, You Have the Right to Be Heard. Then there is the classic Right to Food, Clothes and Shelter, and who could forget the inspirational ballad, You Have the Right to Be Protected from War. This album has rights for every occasion. Rights for work, rights for home, rights for school, and rights for help. All up, there are 42 rights just ready to be used. And best of all, we're giving every child in the world 100% Rights Volume 1 absolutely free! Okay, so the Convention on the Rights of the Child is a bit more serious than that, especially for all the kids out there that don't have them. And they're pretty special, because you are the only people who get them. So what is the best thing about being a kid? Maybe if you really think about it, it'd actually be the rights that only kids have.